Where do most of the Zora come from? How did foreign Zora, such as the royals and their court, get to the Zora's domain? Well, I plan on answering this and a couple more questions in this video. Zora's domain is located here, on the center-east side of Hyrule, with the closest paths leading to the Lanayru Sea right here to the south using the Zora's River, and here to the north via Terra Town. From what we do know, the Zora would be more inclined to travel through the water rather than the land. We know that they can travel up and down waterfalls with ease, and that the transfer from fresh potentially salt water does not cause them any issues like it would if you put a fish in the wrong kind of tank. Obviously, travel must have been more viable during the times of peace than during the calamity and the upheaval. And the timeline we are working with is about 118 years, give or take. It'll be even more if we're going to talk about things like the king and his wife coming over. Now, I personally believe that these areas highlighted in green are one of the easiest ways to get in and out of the Zora's domain, and this is possibly how any and all of these Zora have managed to migrate into Hyrule. Now, on to the possibilities in genealogy. We have 3 branches to go down: the royal lineage, the royal court, and the river Zora. Now, where our branches intersect is the Zora Queen, and she is one of the biggest mysteries that we have that we can't actually solve. But from what we can ascertain, she is at least a royal of the river Zora. We have 2 reasons for this. One, because Mipha is small yet said to be the fastest in the water, and 2, because both Sidon and Mipha have similar attributes to the river Zora. That being in stature and the base 2 colors, red and blue, although these 2 are red in this instance. The king is some form of whale, but I would be more inclined to say a whale shark. Sidon is a red hammerhead shark, and Mipha is a red dolphin. Then you have the royal court with Muzo, Yona, and Yahito. Muzo and Yona may be related, but they're essentially just manta rays. And then finally we have Yahito, which I believe to be either a barracuda or just a river Zora. And on to the average river Zora and the children of the domain. In all, they do look similar to one another, and in the case of the children, they just need to further develop into the species of fish that they are most likely going to turn into. Most likely more river Zora. But now that we've established all of our species, let's get back to the travel. So to say that anyone could have made their way to Zora's domain in the times of peace would be to put it simple. Those being the king and his court, as opposed to Yona making her way there after the calamity ended and before Link's reawakening on the Sky Islands. Zora's domain is located off the coast, and Prince Sidon has even been to the coast to save the people of Lower Land from a great Octorok. So who knows, maybe the prince had a Little Mermaid moment and found Yona during the peace after the calamity, or she's just Muzo's niece. Who knows? On to Muzo. He could have come from the sea in any of his 100+ years of service as advisor to the Zora King. Mind you, that's the kind of job that's a lifelong sort of thing. And we do know that the king has ruled since before the calamity began. And at least he was king during the time that Mipha and Link met. Now, Yona is a new character within the latest installment of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, who is close to the Zora Prince. Her character profile reads, a royal Zora from another domain. Known for her kindness, she was Sidon's childhood friend. But between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, she became betrothed to Prince Sidon. And with this Riz, I don't know who could refuse. So to lay out what we know currently, there are 2 Manta Ray type Zoras in the game, and all others are either River Zora or of the royal lineage. All I know is, solely based on the royal lineage's species progression, they have at least all been some sort of Sea Zora, with the previous queen at least being some kind of River Zora. This shows that at least Yona and Muzo did come from the sea, because they are the only manta rays in the entire Zora's domain. So because of Yona's description, we can at least say that both of them came during times of peace and ended up close with the ruling class for whatever purpose. But that's it. That's my video. Thank you for watching, and if you made it this far, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, please feel free to leave a comment as well. Did I make a wrong assumption? Let me know. And if you could, leave a like if you want to see more content like this on the channel. I would also like you to please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.